Sup?
So I really want to learn how to play Rivals 2, but I don't know what character to pick. What's your tier list look like?
Bro, the game isn't even out yet. Why would I bother making a tier?
This is my Rivals of Aether 2 tier list. This game might not be officially out yet, but I have more than enough experience with the game to make a top tier list. Let's start off with the worst characters in the game. I think this tier is a combination of Fleet, Loxodon, and Orcane.
Bro, but I thought Crag sucked in the first game. Why would he not be bottom 3? Man, can you let me cook for 5 seconds?
We'll get to this guy later, but for now I think the worst character in the game is Fleet. You might be asking, why would Fleet be the worst character in the game? Isn't Cake Assault winning a bunch of tournaments with her? The answer to that question is yes, and the other answer is that he's actually just that much better than most of us. This doesn't make up for the fact that she has some of the worst matchups in the entire game, like against Claren or Maple, but also wins matchups against heavies like Loxodon and Crag. I'll admit that this might be a hot take, but I personally just think that if you have two of the worst matchups in the entire game, you kind of have to be the worst character. I also want to note that being the worst character in this game is like being on the same level as Peach in Melee, so everyone is very viable. So don't worry too much about the order of these. Loxodon is my next pick though because of his size and somewhat slow moves. He definitely still has what it takes to compete with the best characters though. He has a really strong punish game, although a pretty exploitable recovery to go with it. The cool thing about Loxodon is that he has a lot of representation since he's one of the brand new characters in Rivals 2, so there's a lot of top level footage to look at. Orcane is another weird one who's somewhat new to Rivals 2. I'd say it's likely that Orcane is underexplored, but I think his weight, size, and kind of strange inconsistent kill moves make him slightly weaker than the rest of the cast. His up tilt is crazy though, and his forward kills at insanely low percents. This character is quite strong, but he needs the right player to play him. Next up is the S tier. This is where the characters don't really have any notable weaknesses and are just very consistent in competitive play. I'd say this tier has Crag, Rano, and Claren.
Damn, I was really hoping to play Rano, but if he's not one of the best, why would I bother playing him?
Bro, Rano's still broken and you should pick him if you like him. He's really strong.
Crag is next up, and the only reason he's this low is because of how exploitable his size and weight are. His punish and combo game are insane, and it's really hard to DI out of his moves, most notably his down air and back air. A lot of Crag's tools are miserable to play against, and he's also the best character at crouch canceling in the game. A lot of times you can't do anything except grab him at low percent since he hits you a lot for hitting him. It's hard to say whether Crag is better or worse than Claren or Rano, but since he has that exploitable size and weight, it's fair to put him here. I'd put Rano right in the middle of the cast. He's really strong in terms of almost every attribute, including his combo game, recovery, and speed, and doesn't have any glaring weaknesses. I think this is a great pick for new players considering how easy a lot of his combos are and how simple and adaptable his game plan is. You have needles to slow down the game to your own pace, while you also have an insane combo game that allows you to be aggressive when needed. He's basically the all-rounder of this game, so he's going to mesh with whatever playstyle you like to play. Claren is one of the stronger characters in the game. She has an insane neutral game, crazy combo game, and has top-level representation. The only weakness for this character I can think of is her end lag on moves, but since it's Rivals, most of these moves have barely enough end lag to whiff punish her anyways. She is incredibly strong in neutral since she has big disjoints and great burst options to approach her opponent with. This character could be even higher on the tier list as time goes on, but I think this is the most fair spot I could give her right now.
So how much better are the top tiers than everyone else?
These next three top tier characters have very above average neutral game while also having X factors like Slipstream, Tether, or Shine that put them notably above the rest of the cast. The top three of course being Maple, Zetterburn, and Raster. I'll start with the hot take being Maple at number 3. Maple is insanely strong in this game. I just think that Zetterburn and Raster are even stronger in terms of their insane punish games. Maple has the highest speed in the game while having a great combo game and Tether confirms to finish off stocks. She can have problems with her light weight, however since she has such a fast speed, it allows her to avoid her opponent very easily. She is one of the less represented characters in the game at high levels since she's pretty hard to learn if you don't have prior Rivals experience. Overall, she's definitely a top tier character and could definitely be the best if the right player gets their hands on her. With Forsburn just being added to the game, it's hard to say exactly where to put him since there has been no tournament results with him. His pressure and smoke are oppressive and his combo game is ridiculous. After playing him for a while, it feels like he is a top tier character that would go around here on the tier list, but take this pick with a grain of salt. Zetterburn is my second best character in the game because of his his insane neutral and pressure with Shine, while having crazy big and strong hitboxes to go with it. His only weakness that keeps him from being the best character in the game is his recovery, which is the most exploitable recovery in the game. He arguably wins almost every matchup in the game if you play him perfectly. He also has possibly the best punish game aside from Raster. This character is absolutely insane and somewhat easy to play as well, making him a great pick for new players. Lastly, we have Raster, and I think that Raster is unbelievably broken right now. His speed and combo game are unmatched by every character except for maybe Zetterburn. He has kill confirms off of down tilt, and Slipstream allows him to dash dance in and out of neutral so easily that it allows you to get easy openings with nairs or down tilts, which can lead to full combos. I personally think Raster is so oppressive compared to the rest of the cast if you give him to the right person, so that's definitely my pick for the best character in the game. Do you have a different opinion or think my tier list is wrong? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and make sure to like and subscribe if you made it this far. Thanks.